Welcome to the Don Lemon Show. A very special show for you today and a very special guest. I wanted to introduce you to a powerhouse of a person, of a woman, and a dear friend. Candy Carter's a legendary Emmy Award-winning television, talk show, and news producer. She was the woman behind The Oprah Show, The View, Tamron Hall, and on and on and on. She's the CEO and the founder of Sisters Media, pioneering innovative e-commerce solutions for the entertainment industry. And she founded ShopRedBag, which we want to talk about, an online marketplace created to uplift underrepresented brands, especially those that are Black-owned, women-owned, queer-owned, and veteran-owned. Candy, welcome.
Thank you. Hi, love.
Hey, how are you? Look, as I watch you and we talk about this, you're very brave considering this environment and when so many people are bending the knee to the administration, especially over diversity, equity, and inclusion. You're like, bunk that. I'm going to lean in. What's up with that? Why are you doing that?
You know, it's interesting. First of all, we're tiny, so if they even know who we are, God bless them. But I saw the outrage online, all the DEI rollbacks, and there has to be a place where we can uplift brands. So Jamal Bryant does a boycott, probably the biggest boycott I've seen in my lifetime, economic boycott. Where are we going to put those dollars? So I just felt like, look, we got to create a marketplace where all of these diverse brands, and I mean a community of communities, right? We're all being hurt together. So why not uplift these brands and allow people a place to go where they can shop and support the brands that are no longer welcome in big retail stores?
And what is that like? Again, and I'll go back to the first part of it. If you look at, and we'll discuss the media, you look at what's happening with the media, you look at what's happening with politicians, you look at what's happening with big companies. They're afraid to, so they're rolling back their DEI policies, as you know, because they're being demanded to do so by this administration. And so you're not afraid of this, obviously, but what has the response been? Is there any hesitation for people to sort of sign on to what you're doing?
I equate it to like voting, right? Your vote matters and where you spend your dollar matters. So where the government can certainly say, look, we don't want to do this. We want to prevent books. We want to do all the things. But every day I have a choice where I spend my money. And the only thing I'm doing is saying, look, we all have a choice where we spend our money. Why not reinvest it into our communities? All of these businesses exist and all of these businesses have to sell products. So yes, things are happening, but we all have a choice as individuals, and we are allowed to make the choice as to where we want to spend our dollars. All I'm doing is giving the platform.
Yeah. Well, people do need a roadmap. I mean, because we're in uncharted territory right now. And if you look at what's happening with Jamal Bryant and all of that, businesses are really hurting because of what's going on. And I think Black or minority-owned businesses, how much are they struggling in this moment because of all of these rollbacks?
Well, it's significant. I mean, look, I know several of our brands had meetings set with big retailers, ghosted. There were programs they were grant programs and things. Getting into big retail is really complicated. And if you're a small brand or you come from a diverse community and you're a brand, you have to know how to work the system. There used to be programs set up to help brands get in, gone. All of this sets back all of these communities years and years and years. You're going to get 2 to 3 years or however many years of these diverse brands not being able to break through in major retail. It is significant and it's really hurting brands. We just got a note this morning from a brand that said they have to close. Some of that is due to that, but some of it's also due to the tariffs. So my thing is, we have this situation, like you said, territory we haven't been in before, but we can help these brands survive and thrive. And that's what ShopRedBag.com is.
I'm going to put up, I'm sorry, say again?
I just said it's a movement. It's a movement.
Yeah. It is. And look, in Variety, I mean, people are noticing, this is Variety, an article that they wrote about Candy and what she's doing. TV veteran Candy Carter launches ShopRedBag marketplace for diverse brands amid DEI rollbacks from major retailers. And when I saw this, I was like, wow, very bold. And you're right, it is getting attention. I also saw this because, everybody's on social media.
That's right.
And everybody's got one of these in their pockets, and they're either on TikTok or Instagram or whatever it is. I saw this. I think it's called I forget what some ginger. What's his
Oak
name?
ginger.
The woke ginger. But this
Yeah,
is
he's
what he put
amazing.
out on social media. Watch.
Big box retailers have some new competition. I want to introduce you to a DEI powered marketplace that is changing the game for values aligned shoppers. ShopRedBag is an online marketplace where every dollar supports diverse, inclusive, and purpose driven brands. Founded by veteran TV producer Candy Carter, this platform launched on Juneteenth 2025 to counteract the backlash of corporate DEI rollbacks and to uplift Black, women, LGBTQ+, veteran, and disability-owned businesses. From beauty and wellness to kitchenware, fitness gear, and snacks, you're going to find over 60 curated businesses of founders who have been impacted by retail DEI rollbacks. As Candy says, we're not just a store, we're a movement for economic empowerment. Candy and her team encourage everyone to use the hashtag ShopRedBag because your money matters and every purchase means real impact, not just profit. So if you believe in representation, quality, and voting with your wallet, then don't just shop RedBag.
So, Candy, so when you see how much does that awareness matter?
Oh my, what he
In
just said?
social media, yeah.
Oh my God, that went viral. That has almost 500,000 views, 20 plus thousand shares. I mean, it was crazy, the reaction. And every time I talk to people, they're like, thank God, oh my God, I was looking for a place. Because what I'm seeing is I see a lot of lists. Here's where you can find Black brands here. And they're just going so fast. I don't have to stop it to look. And I said, let me just create a place where, yeah, you can shop. Every single founder in our store has a video talking about why it's important to support diverse brands. It's a movement. When people get their products, I say, post it, tag us, share it. Let's be in this together.
Yeah, because you hear things coming from the White House and from the administration, but people get news and information differently. When you and I came
Yeah.
up, oh my God, it was all TV.
Oh yeah.
TV, it's social media now. TV is going off of a cliff, and what I wonder if you sit back looking at, you were behind these iconic shows that had these huge ratings. What
Huge
are you
ratings,
thinking?
huge budgets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very expensive. I executive produce daytime syndicated talk, and these are very big budget shows. And every year the ratings were going down and down and down. And we had make goods, what's like when you kind of project how much you're going to make for your advertisers, and then your ratings don't hit that number. So then you owe the advertisers. It's an industry thing, but we saw that every year. And now I can't tell you, every single day I get pinged from somebody. I lost my job. I was part of the layoffs at this big network. I was part of the layoffs at that big network. There's a massive shift in media. And in my lifetime, I've never seen the media industry like this. It's literally upside down. And everything is going to where you are. You are the future of television. You and many others that I know who have launched online shows, YouTube shows, the amount of followers that you guys have rivals the cable networks. It's just a fact. And people pick up, the first thing I do in the morning is pick up my phone. I'm starting to be like my kid. I watch my stuff on Hulu or I watch stuff on YouTube, and what's nice about it is the personalization. I get a ping that Don Lemon is live on my Instagram. So then I'm like, I don't even have to remember that you're live. I just tap on it and start watching. I can watch it at the gym. I can watch it while I'm cooking. It's the convenience. It's our phones that we have with us every minute of the day. And it's the personalization aspect of being able to reach out to that person and say, hey, I'm on right now.
Support comes from ZBiotics. I have to tell you about this game-changing product I use before a night out with drinks. It is called Pre-Alcohol. ZBiotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic Drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic invented by PhD scientists to tackle those rough mornings after drinking. Here's the science, okay? When you drink, your body converts alcohol into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's the buildup of that byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for feeling off the next day. So ZBiotics creates an enzyme that helps break that byproduct down. I first tried pre-alcohol at a friend's birthday dinner. I knew it was going to be one of those nights. Great food, a couple of my favorite cocktails, wine, whatever, plenty of toast. So I made pre-alcohol my first drink of the night, and the next morning I was up early, clear-headed, and still made it to work. It really does what it says it's going to do. And with the final days of summer here, you want to enjoy them. Whether you're headed to the beach, whether you're camping, you're sneaking in one last road trip, don't waste a single morning. Bring ZBiotics with you, drink it before alcohol, and enjoy every day to the fullest. So go to zbiotics.com/lemondrops to learn more and get 15% off of your first order when you use the code LEMONDROPS at checkout. And here's the best part. ZBiotics is backed by a 100% money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied for any reason, they're going to refund you, no questions asked. That is zbiotics.com/lemondrops, code word lemondrops for 15% off. Try it, and you're going to thank yourself in the morning. Do you think legacy media is, that giant, it's hard to turn around that big ship? Do you think that they are pivoting quickly enough?
I don't think they can pivot that quickly. I think with one of the things I realized when I worked in corporate America is that I think every major corporation needs small companies within it that are entrepreneurial. It's the only way to get things done. Typically, and you know this, in large corporate organizations, there's a meeting to have a meeting to talk about the meeting.
A meeting, yeah.
Right? And then there's processes and people, you have to go through this person to go through this person. Where an entrepreneurial piece, it's like, look, if it's a great idea, let's do it. Let's just do it. And you don't get that. And so that's really hard, to your point, to turn around the big cruise ship versus a little speedboat. And you guys are we're all the little speedboats in media right now.
Yeah, and the little speedboats, I find it's winning. The weird thing to me is that they don't see that. The media is still reporting on the media. There's a lot of navel gazing going on. But I think that my concern is that maybe, like, when is there a saturation point? But we're not there yet, because I think we're still in process. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. But there are so many audiences. I think when you had the big major three networks, or you had the big networks, everybody kind of had to go look at that. But what we're realizing is our world is so much more diverse that having online platforms allows all of these audiences to get content more catered to them. Mm-hmm. And it's what I do in my business. I do e-commerce for media partners, but I can cater it to that audience. Mm. And there are millions of that audience out there who are now getting a more catered experience when it comes to their content and their news.
Candy, where do you see this going? Because I do find that it's very similar to what the brands are dealing with, as for that you're talking about e-commerce, but many times minority-centered media, we get lost in the shuffle. People will write articles and they won't include us, or whatever, or we're just sort of overlooked, even as content creators, right? Your advice on that?
Well, you're not going to be overlooked anymore. I mean, the internet has evened the playing field, right? So you don't have to fight to get into a big network anymore, or pray to keep that job, because you have this platform. So there are millions and millions of people who follow you and love you. Now they have you. And so that's the opportunity that is there right now, right? That is the opportunity.
But what's the advice? We used to tell people, look, you got to go and start in a small market, and you got to make your mistakes. You got to move up the ranks, or whatever. So now, I mean, how are you? And it's not just young people anymore.
It's everybody. Content is king, period. You can put out a piece of content and be a little Joe from Kansas and get 1 million views. You can get an audience, but you have to do it. You have to create the content, and that's it. So what I was saying, it was funny earlier, I was saying before we got on, I used to tell people who wanted to get in the entertainment industry, young people, you got to learn how to edit. You got to learn how to produce. You got to put videos on YouTube, right? Because that's the future. That's where people are going. I used to say that to the young people trying to get into the business. Now I'm saying that to the 50-plus-year-olds who are being pushed out of the business. Do you know how to edit? Do you know how to use AI? Do you know how to, do you have your own website? I paid a photographer $1,800 a couple of years ago to do a whole photo shoot for my website.
Yeah.
My new website has pictures that I took on a white wall up the street from my house with my cell phone. And
with your iPhone. Yeah.
Amazing. And so that same advice I gave young people 10 years ago, I'm giving to 50 plus year olds today, because you should know how to edit on CapCut. You should understand algorithms. You should know when to post on TikTok, and you should know what TikTok is, and don't call it the TikTok. Right? So that's where the world is upside down. And whatever business you have, you can market it on the internet for free.
Yeah. But don't you think everything is an opportunity? I mean, it's tough for some
Everything.
people. Do you think this is an opportunity, especially for minority owned businesses,
I think
brands,
the
people?
time that we're in and the political climate that we're in is an opportunity. It is an opportunity. 500,000 people said yes to an inclusive store with diverse brands. People want to do things, and people want to support and uplift right now. So this is an opportunity if you're a diverse brand. This is an opportunity if you want to support diverse brands. This is an opportunity if you want to tune into Don Lemon. If you want to hear from the people that you want to hear from, who no longer have the constraints of a corporate situation, the taking is yours.
ShopRedBag.com is the website. ShopRedBag.com. I love calling you veteran TV.
That just says I'm old.
I know. Well, Candy, how long have the business has changed so much since you and I
So
got
much.
into
We
it. And
met so many years ago.
I know.
Where did we meet? Back in the
90s. We met in Chicago, May in the 90s. We didn't really spend any time together, I think, until the early 2000s.
yeah.
So like 2003, we started spending time together. But we met at a friend's wedding.
Whose wedding? I don't even remember that.
I think we met. Didn't we meet at Ian Smith's wedding? No, is that not our meeting spot?
Yes. Oh my God, that's so funny. I forgot. It's been a long time.
A long time.
It's children, dogs, marriages, all the things later.
Yeah, but you're doing a great job, Candy. I'm so proud of you. And there are so many other things that Candy Carter does that I would be proud of, but it would take me all day to explain it to you. So, Candy, best of luck to you. ShopRedBag.com. Check it out. My friend, Candy Carter.
Thank you, Don. Love you.
Love you too. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will see you next time.